Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker, even though you eat healthy, exercise, and take care of yourself? Why do the stairs feel harder to climb? Why does standing up from a chair take more effort than before? Is it just aging, or is something else quietly causing harm? Have you ever heard that the fruits you eat every day might actually be making your legs weaker? Yes, you heard that right. While most people believe all fruits are healthy, the truth is that certain fruits, if eaten the wrong way or in excess, could secretly drain your energy, weaken your muscles, and rob you of the leg strength you need to stay active and independent as you age. But don't worry, I'm not here to scare you away from fruit. Instead, I'm going to reveal the 7 worst fruits that can destroy your leg strength, especially if you're over the age of 50. Stay with me until the very end, because the last one is the most surprising, and I guarantee it's sitting in almost every kitchen right now. And here's a clue. One of these fruits is often marketed as a superfood, yet studies show it could actually contribute to muscle decline if you eat it the wrong way. Curious? I'll reveal it toward the end, so don't miss it. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, you already know how important leg strength is for balance, mobility, and independence. Weak legs increase the risk of falls, hip fractures, and even early loss of independence. That's why today's video is so important. Before we dive in, write your age and country in the comments below. And if you want more science-backed videos to stay strong, healthy, and confident, hit like and subscribe so you never miss our weekly updates. Fruit number 1, grapes, hidden sugar bomb. Let's start with one that surprises almost everyone, grapes. Sweet, refreshing, easy to snack on. But here's the problem. Grapes are extremely high in natural sugars, particularly glucose and fructose. According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Health Sciences, eating too many grapes can lead to repeated spikes in blood sugar. Now, why does that matter for your legs? Here's the connection. When your blood sugar is constantly spiking, your body releases more insulin, which can eventually lead to insulin resistance. And guess what? Insulin resistance is strongly linked to muscle weakness and muscle loss. Dr. Sherry Kohlberg, an exercise physiologist and author of The Science of Staying Active with Diabetes, emphasizes that unstable blood sugar directly reduces muscle performance. Think about it. Have you ever felt energized after a handful of grapes, only to crash 20 minutes later, feeling sluggish and tired in your legs? That's not just in your head. That sugar rush, followed by a sugar crash, forces your muscles to work harder without consistent fuel. And if you're over 50, your muscles are already more vulnerable to weakness and fatigue. Now, I'm not saying never eat grapes again, but the key is moderation. A cup of grapes once in a while won't hurt you, but making them your daily fruit could silently drain your strength over time. Later in this video, I'll show you a simple swap that gives you the antioxidants of grapes without the sugar crash. Stay tuned for that. Fruit number 2, bananas. Too much potassium can backfire. The next one is shocking because it's usually recommended for athletes, bananas. They're convenient, tasty, and known for being great for energy. But here's the catch. Bananas are very high in potassium, and while potassium is essential for muscle function, too much potassium can actually weaken your muscles, especially in older adults with slower kidney function. According to Dr. Walter Willett, professor of epidemiology and nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, potassium balance is critical. When potassium levels rise too high in the blood, a condition called hyperkalemia, it directly interferes with muscle contraction, causing fatigue, cramps, and in severe cases, dangerous weakness. If you're someone who eats a banana every morning and you've noticed more leg cramps at night or weakness when climbing stairs, this could be why. Older adults often don't process potassium as efficiently as younger people, especially if they have kidney issues or take certain blood pressure medications. But here's where it gets interesting. Bananas are often marketed as a must-have for muscle health. And yes, they do provide quick carbohydrates for fuel, but what they don't tell you is that these same quick carbs can also spike your blood sugar, giving you energy for a short while and then leaving your legs heavy and drained. Don't worry, I'll share a better fruit alternative later that gives you energy without the crash and still supports strong, healthy muscles. But for now, just remember, eating bananas occasionally is fine, but relying on them daily may be silently sabotaging your leg strength. Fruit number 3, dried fruits, the silent muscle thief. Now this one is sneaky. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, apricots, or figs. Many people grab them as a healthy snack, but dried fruits are actually one of the worst offenders when it comes to muscle health. Why? Because they're extremely concentrated in sugar and they lose most of their water content, making them easy to overeat. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in fructose, like the fructose found in dried fruits, accelerate sarcopenia, which is the age-related loss of muscle mass. Dr. Stuart Phillips, a leading researcher on muscle health from McMaster University, explains that when fructose is consumed in excess, it promotes fat storage instead of muscle repair. Think about it. Have you ever reached for a handful of raisins and suddenly the whole box is gone? It's not your fault. It's the way dried fruits are designed. Unlike fresh fruits, they don't fill you up, so you end up eating far more sugar than you realize. That extra sugar doesn't go into your muscles. It often gets stored as fat, making your legs feel heavier instead of stronger. But here's the scary part. Even natural dried fruits labeled as no sugar added can still have enough concentrated fructose to trigger inflammation in your muscles and joints. And inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of strong legs. So are dried fruits completely off the table? Not necessarily, but you'll want to know which dried fruit is the absolute worst for your muscles. And I'll reveal that in a later section. Trust me, it's not the one you expect. Fruit number 4, oranges. Now let's talk about one of the most beloved breakfast staples, oranges. They're packed with vitamin C, refreshing, and often recommended for immunity. But here's the part nobody talks about. Eating oranges too often, especially drinking orange juice, may actually weaken your muscles over time. According to Dr. Michael Greger, author of How Not to Die, citrus fruits in excess can create an acidic environment in the body. When acidity is too high, your body tries to balance it by pulling alkaline minerals, like calcium and magnesium, from your bones and muscles. Over time, this can lead to weaker bones and less effective muscle contraction. Have you ever noticed heartburn or acid reflux after eating oranges or drinking orange juice? That's not just discomfort, it's a signal that your body is struggling with too much acid. And as we age, the ability to neutralize acids naturally decreases, leaving muscles more vulnerable to fatigue and cramps. Now, don't get me wrong, vitamin C is important for collagen and joint health, but you can get the same benefit from vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli without the sugar spike and acid load that oranges deliver. So should you give up oranges completely? Not necessarily, but relying on them every single day, especially drinking juice instead of eating the whole fruit, can be a hidden reason why your legs feel tired or stiff. Stick with me because later I'll show you a powerful fruit alternative that supports your leg muscles without wrecking your acid balance. Fruit number 5, watermelon. This next one will shock a lot of people, especially in summer, watermelon. It seems harmless. It's hydrating, refreshing, and low in calories. But here's the hidden danger. Watermelon is one of the highest fruits on the glycemic index. Dr. David Ludwig, professor of nutrition at Harvard, explains that foods high on the glycemic index cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by sharp crashes. These crashes rob your muscles of stable energy and leave your legs feeling weak and shaky. Over time, this cycle contributes to insulin resistance, which, as we said earlier, is one of the main drivers of muscle loss in older adults. Have you ever enjoyed a big bowl of watermelon only to feel drained an hour later? That's the sugar roller coaster at work. While watermelon hydrates you, the fast sugar release tricks your body into storing fat instead of repairing muscles. But here's where it gets even more concerning. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults with diets high in fast-digesting sugars had a significantly higher risk of frailty and weaker lower body strength. And watermelon fits right into that danger zone. Secondary hook. Now, does this mean you can never enjoy watermelon again? Of course not, but the secret is how you pair it. Later, I'll share a simple trick to make watermelon less harmful to your muscles. But for now, just remember that eating it alone on an empty stomach is the worst way for your legs. Fruit number 6, pineapple. Now let's move to a tropical favorite, pineapple. Many people eat pineapple for its sweetness or for its digestive enzyme, bromelain. But what most don't realize is that pineapple can be a hidden muscle saboteur, especially for older adults. Pineapple is very high in both sugar and natural acids. Dr. Susan Bloom, integrative physician and author of the Immune System Recovery Plan, warns that acidic, high-sugar fruits can contribute to chronic inflammation when eaten in excess. And inflammation is one of the biggest reasons older adults lose muscle mass and leg strength over time. Think about it. Have you ever eaten pineapple and then noticed your mouth tingling or feeling sore? That's not just the enzymes working, it's also a signal of irritation. Now imagine what that level of irritation can do inside your muscles and joints when consumed regularly. And here's the kicker. Pineapple can interact with certain medications, especially blood thinners, increasing the risk of bruising or muscle soreness. If you're over 60 and on medication, this is an important red flag. Does this mean pineapple is completely off limits? Not at all. Small amounts once in a while are fine, but eating it as a daily snack can silently add to muscle inflammation and leg weakness. Stay tuned, because I'll share a much safer tropical fruit that boosts muscle repair instead of breaking it down. Fruit number 7. Apples now. Here's the fruit you've been waiting for. The one that almost everyone thinks of as the picture of health. Apples. You've heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But here's the surprising truth. For many older adults, apples can actually contribute to muscle weakness. According to Dr. Mark Hyman, functional medicine expert and author of Food, What the Heck Should I Eat? Apples are extremely high in fructose. Unlike glucose, fructose is processed in the liver, where it's more likely to be stored as fat instead of fueling your muscles. Over time, too much fructose can trigger fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and, you guessed it, muscle loss. Think about it. Have you ever eaten an apple and felt full for a short time, but then hungry again an hour later? That's because apples spike your blood sugar without providing lasting energy. For older adults, this roller coaster means less steady fuel for the legs, leaving them heavy or fatigued. Here's something even more surprising. Research in the Journal of Gerontology found that diets high in fructose were linked with lower grip strength and slower walking speed in adults over 60. And remember, grip strength and walking speed are two of the strongest predictors of long-term independence. Now, am I saying you should never touch an apple again? Number. But if apples are your daily go-to, especially in juice form, you may be slowly trading strength for sugar. Stick with me, because in a moment, I'll reveal a simple bonus tip, a fruit that actually builds leg strength and keeps your muscles young. Bonus tip. The fruit that builds stronger legs. You've just learned about the 7 worst fruits for your leg strength. But what about the best? Here's your bonus tip. One of the most powerful muscle-supporting fruits you can eat is berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Dr. Robert Krikorian, a neuroscientist at the University of Cincinnati, has shown in multiple studies that berries are rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants that reduce inflammation and improve blood flow. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles, helping them stay strong. Picture this: walking longer without fatigue, climbing stairs with confidence, and keeping your independence well into your 70s and 80s. That's the power of fruits that support your muscles instead of draining them. Unlike grapes or apples, berries have a low glycemic index, so they don't spike your blood sugar or leave you with an energy crash. And here's the exciting part. Research in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who ate blueberries before exercising recovered faster and felt less muscle soreness. That means you can enjoy fruit, feel energized, and protect your leg strength at the same time. Conclusion. Now I'd love to hear from you. Drop your age and country in the comments below. I want to know where you're watching from, and tell me, which of these fruits surprised you the most? If you found this helpful, please like this video, share it with a friend, and hit subscribe. It really encourages us and also signals to YouTube that our content is valuable. We create videos like this to help you live a healthier life. A lot of research went into making this video to ensure you get accurate and beneficial information. While we couldn't include every detail in the video, all the research sources are linked in the description below for those who want to explore further.